Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. My name is Hunter, and as usual, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, another long video today. We're just gonna dive right into it. Wired released an article about Twitch gambling, and so I want to look at some of the quotes that they got in that article, as well as dive into a little bit of the TOS that we've seen on Twitch up to this point. So if you didn't know, gambling is a thing on Twitch.
Just give us one hit. One hit.
Come on.
One hit. Watermelons.
Oh,
Yes!
oh,
What is that? What is that? What is that?
What is that? Don't click it, don't click it, don't click it.
Yes! Yes!
That is Trainwrecks, who is a big face of this controversy because he's someone that has been doing gambling streams for quite a while and is taking quite the hard stance on these streams because he claims he's not doing it in a sketchy manner. He's using a lot of his own money and not taking sketchy deals. And so he is a big proponent for these streams, which is no surprise because there is a ridiculous amount of money involved in them. Just going through some of the tweets that involve him, we see Daily Dose saying that watching you bet 400 per spin and clicking the spin button as fast as you can is absolutely wild to me. Where Train says, I'm $2 million win away from breaking even. An immediate pause right there because a $2 million win to break even, I can't even fathom that much money and just gambling and risking all of that just to break even, which means you had so much more before that. He goes on to say that all the money is in fact his, even if he is down $1.2 million or however much it is at the moment. He talks frequently about how he has been giving money to his community out of his own personal bank funds, so it's not anything that's sponsored or getting filled up from a certain casino. He provides addresses and history when he does withdraw and deposit money and give money to other people, and he defends the entire operation by saying that no casino is going to let you give funds in a separate currency other than their own, and so it makes sense why they have to give it in the sort of casino money that they use.
If they started to reach out to me, because they're like, oh, okay, you're down to do this. And this is when I was averaging like 20,000 viewers, right? I've grown. These companies were coming to me they're like, hey, we want you to stream on our website, gamble, and we are willing to pay you $35,000 an hour. And it's very weird. Like, I wasn't getting ever. That was double any sponsorship I ever got in my entire life.
We have other videos on it, so if you want to go watch them and look at all of this insane money that is involved in it, you can. I would encourage you to, just so you realize how many different streamers are involved. Now, people have started questioning this and questioning the legality of streaming, which we've also talked about before, but this has happened in the past with Twitch with a different instance. We saw gambling on Twitch become a massive deal back in, I think it was like 2016, when CSGO gambling was huge. People like Phantom Lord or Mo were involved in different sort of gambling schemes, as well as FaZe Banks, where they would be promoting their streams that they might have ownership in and rigging some of the odds. Back then, the rule stipulated that gambling related streams cannot exceed more than 30 consecutive minutes. It's not about turning off the stream and restarting. The rule is that the broadcasting gameplay can't be 30 or more minutes of consecutive gambling. The rule is to avoid blatant advertisement of gambling, which could theoretically induce gambling and therefore lead to possibly gambling addiction among viewers. Supposedly, it is perfectly legal to stream online gambling activities over Twitch so long as you abide by a few simple rules. First of all, the gambling activity you're partaking in must be legal, not just legal somewhere, but where you are streaming it. And second, you have to follow any sort of TOS. So back in the day with all of that CSGO gambling going on and Phantom Lord having the situation where he was manipulating odds and promoting, advertising this gambling, which in theory could make people more willing to gamble, got Twitch to the point where they said, okay, we're not going to say anything directly against gambling, which they still have not done, but they did add into their TOS if you're breaking someone like Valve's TOS by doing CSGO skin gambling, then you are also breaking our TOS because of that. So they kind of wrap themselves into having responsibility for the other people's TOS. Like I said before, that does not specifically ban gambling streams. If you want to look at YouTube or Facebook, they have to review the streams before you are allowed to have a specific sponsor for, say, a crypto gambling website. But Twitch does have gambling related categories like slots, but there's no real age limit because people can just click on yes, watch mature content, and you don't have to verify that age. Wired was told by Twitch, and I'm really interested in this, where they say we strictly prohibit illegal content and activity on the service and take action in all verified incidents of illegal gambling that are reported to us. Our community guidelines make clear that streamers must respect all applicable local, national, and international laws while using our services. Any content or activity featuring, encouraging, offering, or soliciting illegal activity is prohibited. The goal is to foster a safe, positive experience for all users of our service and is closely monitoring gambling content. So there's this idea that it has to be legal where you are doing it within that state. So you can't break the state's law or the country's law, the state or country's TOS, more or less, without breaking Twitch's TOS. We see that a lot of these crypto casinos like Stake or Duelbits are based offshore in different countries, and so they don't have the specific licenses for gambling in the US. The sites would block people in the US, but they don't prevent access from people within the country. And you can access them just by having a VPN, which a lot of streamers do and advertise that they have a VPN.
Yeah, it is illegal, right? Like, it's not, right? It's not illegal for the player to play, right? It's illegal for the, or like they're not licensed. So like they can't, if they know that, right? Do you understand? It's on the casino, right? What's the word I'm looking for? It's on the casino to ban players, right? So like if you're on a VPN and they think you're from that VPN location, right? Then they're going to let you play, right? But if they find out you're in a certain country that they're not licensed in, then the onus is on them to ban you, but it's fine for you. But this doesn't apply to all states in the US. This is specifically, there's probably some states other, but Texas is one of the states where online gambling is fine.
And I don't have a problem inherently with people doing these streams. I am fine with them getting sponsors, and that is an unreal amount of money to give up by not taking this deal. But it does feel weird to me if you're having to find a way to circumvent the rules in order to do it. Wired has the executive director of the National Council on Problem Gambling say that they might be big opportunities, but they can come with big risks. A lot of the gambling promoted on Twitch is illegal or unregulated and poses definite risks for consumers, vulnerable adults, and adolescents or underage children. These experts question whether the odds are fair and what the back end looks like, because it's a fairly common tactic in the unregulated gambling industry to inflate win rates. With Wired doing an article on this, I have to imagine that this situation is just going to continue to blow up in the future. I think that there's going to have to be some sort of specific TOS change for Twitch where they outline whose responsibility it is or what their official decision on gambling streams are. There's been a lot of backlash, and with all these legalities getting involved, I think it gets really complicated of who is really in the wrong here, if anyone at all. I mean, is it Twitch? Is it the streamer? Is it the gambling websites? Is it the VPNs? Like, who is in the wrong here for doing them? Is there a legality issue, and should there be a moral issue with doing this on the platform to begin with? There are a lot of examples. I could sit here literally for hours probably and go through all of this stuff, but let me know what you guys think about all of it. I will link the article to Wired down below. They did a great job. And yeah, just let me know, do you think this is going to blow up any further, and what is going to happen in the long run with Twitch and gambling? Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave. I'll catch you later.